Hey everyone, it's Albie. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be going over my October favorites. So these are some of my favorite things from this past month. So this is predominantly a book channel, so I'll start off with my two favorite books from this month. Spoiler alert, there's two. I couldn't pick. So I read a lot of like spooky, ooky, Halloween-y books. I was doing this bingo thing with some friends, and just like if you're gonna read them, might as well read them now. You know what I mean? So there's two that I really loved, and the first one I think surprised a lot of people, including myself, and that was Scream for Us by Molly Doyle. Y'all, this book was good. It was really good. Some people were like, ew, you like the book? And some people were like, oh, it was a 3. It wasn't that spicy. I was like, what? So it had some new tropey things. We'll go over. So like the heroine is like the stereotypical, like, I'm not like other girls, blah, blah, blah. She goes to a Halloween party, has some horrible things like happen to her, like not horrible, but like a drink is thrown in her face. That's kind of horrible. So anyway, this guy in the ghost mask from Scream, he is steps in and like beats the crud out of the guy that threw the drink at her, and then she and he go up to a room to like thank each other and then like get a little freaky, and his two friends show up and they're like just gonna watch, and it's like, what? So definitely some twists and turns. It is spicy, very spicy. It is dark. There's knives, there's unaliving, there's gore, but it was good. It was like if you like those slasher Halloween movies but like always wanted the villain, you're gonna love this. And the next one that I really loved was another like horror romance. It wasn't like scary, but it has a demon. So this was the book A Deal with a Demon by Amy Wright. So don't get it confused with the Deal with a Demon series by Ms. Katie Roberts. But this one was really fun. So like I said, this one doesn't have some things people are gonna like the heroine is Loki, a sex worker, and she makes a deal with a demon. She goes on a date, and, you know, more than a date, unfortunately, and it just was really interesting. There's also a scene where the hero forcefully grabs her arm and it's like bruised, but yeah, you know, it's still a good book. I wish they didn't have that sort of stuff in there. I don't like that. You know, I don't like violence. Well, violence. If it's the villain having violence on them, I don't mind. You know, as Disney taught us, let the bad guy fall to the end of the earth, sort of thing, like Gaston. But I don't like when our heroines hurt, especially by the hero. If there's like a scene where the say Aida gets like, you know, bruised or whatever by like another gang or mafia, like in what was that, first one, Brutal Prince? Yeah, Brutal Prince. Then I don't mind like the hero comes up and beats the crud out of the villains that have kidnapped Aida, but she's bruised or whatever, you know, because I like the hero saves the day or she helps save herself, you know, that sort of thing. So yeah, not for everyone. All right, I'm actually wearing it in my hair now. My hair's not looking that great. I'm not gonna lie, it's not looking that great, but I do love this product. It is by a brand I've seen a lot of talk on TikTok, and I've seen it at Walmart for probably 2 years at this point. It's the brand Heritage. And I bought it's the, like, to me it doesn't make sense. It's a volumizing conditioner. I don't know, but I'm not using it as conditioner. I'm leaving it as like a leave-in conditioner slash curl cream. Y'all know my hair is very curly, but you really can't tell because this part is a lot straighter, and it's still forming, but you can see, I mean, it's wavy curly right now, but it gets curly. My favorite curl cream ever was by Dove, and they discontinued it years ago. My curls were never prettier. Like, they were tight ringlets, like Nicole Kidman in the 90s. That's how my hair was, and now I never can get it that way. But I do enjoy this conditioner. It's technically conditioner. I use it as a leave-in conditioner. So I wash my hair with shampoo and conditioner. I get out, I put on like my one of those like microfiber or like Aqua's towels and wrap my hair up. I do my face, and then I take it out and I brush my hair straight. Like, I know some people are like curly girl method. Anyway, I brush my hair straight, and then I put the conditioner in my hand, and I just kind of do those like the pray hands or whatever, and then I scrunch it up, and we're stuck with this. It's still wet, so don't judge it right now. But yeah, I do like this. All right, another thing I really liked in October, it's kind of like a theme, I don't know. I really enjoyed the whole like mayhem and foolishness of the of the Taylor Swift Travis Kelce thing. I don't know why. It just fascinates me. I love like celebrity news and gossip. Y'all know I blocked every news outlet on my phone. So I literally, it's the only stuff I see is like from Just Jared, which is a like celebrity spotted website. And I do follow sometimes Demois, but they can get a little dark. So I don't really follow them that much. But I've seen like the videos of them getting out the car and her lipstick is smeared for like the first time in her life, and he's got like red lipstick in his mustache. It's like, you know, so it's been interesting. I've been keeping up with this whole thing. Is it fake dating? I don't know. I'm here for it, so I'm enjoying it. All right, the next thing I enjoyed in October that was a favorite was, technically it's a podcast. Y'all know I am not an ear person, so I technically watch their podcast on YouTube, but it's like the video of them recording the podcast, so it's two people sitting, and technically there's two of them. So I've enjoyed The Mile Higher, which is Kendall Rae and her husband, but I've also enjoyed, I don't know their names, I think her name's Peyton, and the other one's just like known as the husband, but this is the one I've liked a little more. This is Murder with My Husband. It's a true crime podcast, but I don't listen to the podcast. I watch it on YouTube, you know. But so she's telling the true crime story, and the husband live reacts to it. So he's never heard of it or knows a little bit about it, but he's not doing the research. She's like telling the story. He's like, what? You know, like reacting to it live. It seems really genuine from the husband. So it's kind of like, it's interesting to have like reactions to hearing a story that's like horrific and having someone else have like the same thing, or, you know, point something out. It's almost like a three-way conversation with you on mute. But I've liked it. So I've watched a bunch of really interesting episodes. I watched one of the Toolbox Unalivers and a bunch of other ones, but they're really interesting. It's interesting to see someone tell the story and someone react at the same time that doesn't know it, so they can react in real time with you. So that was been interesting. All right, and two television shows I've really enjoyed this month. I think the first one might have started in September, but I didn't watch it till now, and that was American Horror Story. I believe this is season 12. This is American Horror Story Delicate, which is so weird. It's such a weird title, but it's based on a book called A Delicate Condition, and it's really like legit based off that book. So you can literally buy the book on Amazon, read it, and you get, I guess, all the spoilers for the rest of the season. So they've only put up the first half of the season, and I guess the later half will come out hopefully after the writer's strike ends. When it ends, if it ends, I'm looking forward to seeing how it ends. It's sort of, if I was to like broadly describe this season, it's kind of a modern feminist, I wouldn't really call it feminist, a modern feminist retelling of Rosemary's Baby, set with the backdrop of like Hollywood drama and like the behind the scenes campaigning for award season. So it's been dark. It's been really interesting. It's more of like a creepy season than a scary season. But if you've ever had issues with like fertility or death of a child or miscarriages, I think skip this season. It goes really deep, and it does a lot of I like the intro is sort of like beauty products meets like plastic surgery meets like fertility. So it almost has that weird like Rosemary's Baby or like the fertility kind of stuff that they have in like The Handmaid's Tale. So not, you know, if that's a big trigger for you, I would say you need to skip this season because it goes deep. I mean, there's lots of scenes, lots of sad moments of loss. So it's been an interesting season though. And then Hulu surprised us with American Horror Stories, which is a spinoff of American Horror Story. I know, not the best naming, but their seasons are, this is the third season, and every episode is like a little vignette. It's sort of like the Twilight Zone. So you might have two episodes that collide, but for the most part, every episode are different actors or the same actor, different actors playing or different characters, different settings, different time periods. So far, I've only watched the first two. The first one was like modern day. It was really sad. It was called Bestie. It was dark, very sad. That one was it was kind of hard to watch, just because I had a lot of like high school bullying and stuff, so I didn't like that one. I liked it, but I didn't like, you know, I didn't enjoy it. But the second episode I really loved, and that was called Daphne, and it was more like kind of like a Black Mirror episode, if y'all watch those on Netflix, which is sort of like American Horror Story, but more like sci-fi or electronic, I guess. This one is called Daphne, and Daphne is like a modern day Alexa. Oh, she's going off. And Daphne is like controlling or helping this man's life. So it's set in 2028. There's another pandemic, but it's like, oh God. And people are in lockdown, people are dying, people are going blind. So he's like trapped in his mansion with his Daphne, and he goes a little stir crazy. And Daphne, the Alexa, so Miss Lady don't pop up, kind of like comes to life or interferes with his life. And it was a really good story. So I think the actor's name was Scott Reed. I'd never seen him before. He was a really good actor, very handsome. And the heroine, or she really wasn't a heroine, she's more the villain. The voice of Daphne was Gwyneth Paltrow, which I thought was really cool. She has a really interesting like speaking voice. And she's actually married to Brad Falchuk, who is the co-creator of all the shows basically with Ryan Murphy. So I thought that was kind of funny that he chose her, or she auditioned or something. I'm sure she didn't audition, but they thought this would be a good role for her. So it was an interesting story. I really liked it. So if you like sci-fi meets horror meets spooky, I think American Horror Story or American Horror Stories would be a great show to watch. I've loved American Horror Story. I've watched it live since season 2. I'd never really heard of it in season 1. I've watched it at this point over 10 years. My favorite season is American Horror Story Coven. It's still my number 1. But Delica has been a fun season. It's not been bad at all. I'd say it's going to be in my top 5 at this point. And Kim Kardashian's pretty good in it too. I've been pleasantly surprised with her character, Siobhan. So I'm excited to see how it ends because it's been a fun show. Everyone, I've rambled on too much as always. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment, and I will see y'all soon for another video. Bye.